What's up YouTube, this is Arlioshi. As usual, I'm Max, bringing you more Let's Play Dream Daddy. As you may recall, I did 3 episodes of this week or so ago, I forget when exactly, to kind of test the waters on it. You guys seem to like it, and I was actually enjoying it a lot more than I expected. So, we're going to keep going with this. We're going to play through an entire route, I think. We're not going to do, like, what I was going to do with Asagao Academy and play through, like, every single route over time. We're just going to do one route. And maybe I'll do more off-screen, I don't know. Anyway, we are sleeping. Let's not be sleeping. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. I'm a zombie. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves on one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Okay, I'm sorry, I have to pun, I must. Excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grilled chips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. Yep, Dad's. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. And I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. I do not. It's been a while since I recorded. I don't actually remember the voices I gave these people. Sorry if it doesn't work out. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Okay. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in this crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Well, that's awkward. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. That would be awkward if I ended up agreeing to buy her a drink or whatever it was that happened. Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Yeah. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Max, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. Takes all my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Well, that's awkwardness incarnate. Also, I assume I totally didn't turn off Skype messaging. Give me a moment. Alright, now that's been taken care of. Yeah, I imagine all the guys are going to be here. Because that seems to be kind of what they're going for, I feel. So, I guess we're going to get to meet everybody again. Meeting Robert is going to be awkward if he's here. Also, maybe this means we'll actually get to meet Damien. Amanda and I mill about and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends.
Dad.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about weather.
Aww.
Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. I love Amanda. Amanda shoves me to the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh yeah, it's Matt. Did I meet that guy at the bar? Are you really forgetting your encounter with Robert? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second! All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate! Choose who I talk to or burger time. Alright, let's see. Robert and Brian, Matt, Hugo and Craig, Joseph and Damien. As of now, I've pretty much... Obviously, my mind could change over time. I've pretty much narrowed down to a couple different characters that I'm interested in. And they're all spread out here. So, that's great. Oh man, yeah, freaking bug in my face. I have no idea if this is gonna be like I only get to choose one, or if I get to interact with all of them. I hope I get to interact with all of them. I'm gonna start with Matt, Hugo, and Craig, because there's 3 of them. Ow, that's a lot of humming. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Again, I forget the voices. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare 2 art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I'll talk to Craig to start. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Oh. Great! Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. Oh. You can do it, Dad! I'm so proud of you! I'm sorry for pooping on you! She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. Hey. But it's so worth it! Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in? And the first 2 both make sense, so... I'm just worried this is... Because I know that, obviously, you could make right and wrong choices with these people. As you know, I made the wrong choice with, frickin' Robert back when I talked about his tattoo, so that was great. So I'm worried between, like, one of these 2 that even though they both seem pretty much the same, one of them's a bad choice. The new place is perfect. It's really cozy and the neighborhood is beautiful. I'm so glad we moved here. And I'm even more glad that we're right next to my old best friend. Craig gives me a playful punch on the shoulder. Ow. I remember that hurting less in the past. Sorry. I've been doing push-ups and stuff. Max, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. I'm glad that you're now aware that I exist. Everybody's been super friendly. Hey. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Holy shit, I can't do voices. I can't do voices for, like, I swear to God, the 3 people currently on screen all have very similar voices. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. Hey. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you looked cute in it. Hey, dude. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Hey. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Hey Max, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Sorry, it took me a moment there. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. So many characters. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend? And, your teacher?
What?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. Amanda. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Whoa.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Huh?
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Did you really call your son Ernest Hemingway? Really? Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Wow! Ernest, you could not look more like the people I saw in high school unless you had, like, 3 piercings. And more stubble. And weed. I wish I was joking. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Max, this is my son, Ernest. Hello? Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah. Good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest? Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Fingers crossed, very obviously. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
Nice.
I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See, that right there. You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I, dunno.
Oh.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Ah.
Don't let us eat up your time, Max. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Oh, okay, so we do get to meet other people. I'm gonna go with Joseph and Damien so we can actually meet Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. I am sorry that I'm just giving him a vampire voice, but it's literally the only thing I can come up with that fits his appearance and isn't just the same as Joseph's voice. So, yeah. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode.
Oh.
Max, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the God lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? I might start working something else with his voice. Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as sweet hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity. How are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Hey.
Hey. Won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I, don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah.
Mary. Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Oh, this guy. Oh, God. Is he another one of Joseph's sons or is he Damien's son? Oh, God. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian. Have I introduced you to Max yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous-type people as bloodlappers. Dad, that's really interesting, Damien. That is, genuinely interesting. Bloodlappers. I'm gonna need to remember that one. I will forever be known as a bloodlapper, and I will deal with it. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Nice.
Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
What?
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of that tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo was because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. I think we could, it might be a bit of a long episode if we wrap up, if we try to cram the whole cookout into one. We're actually going to end the episode. Actually, nah, let's keep going. Talk to Robert and Brian, because we only have them left and then burger time, I guess. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks while off-center, which annoys me. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian, or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Max, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood alright? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least.
Hey.
That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-footed, or 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Max, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. Hey, I did not go with you! She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. Right, Maxwell's his dog. I forgot about that. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait. What happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Someone died! Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in.
Well,
I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brother in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. I like Robert. And he doesn't seem to, like, be angry or anything for what happened the other day, so that's always good. I was told in the comments that refusing to sleep with Robert is actually the good choice that I made. So, I'm glad for that. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck! Oh no, the ghost locked the doors! Quick, hit the emergency escape button! But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghost. But how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best. Especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah! It's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy. Found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. There's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay! But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Now you're getting it! Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sorta has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. Saise's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kinda keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little playdate for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Max, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! I'm surprised I kept a straight face during that for as long as I did. All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison.
Wink.
Did he just say wink? Alright. Alright, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Aye.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Let's finish up. I imagine we're going to bed or something now. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Huh. Pretty fun party, don't you think? Huh. These all seem pretty negative. I want to say it was good, so... I mean, I guess we're forced to be not like social situations, so I'll try to keep that in mind. I mean, I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through to the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. Going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted. And be on before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for. I might just throw a party. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight, and you may just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great! See you later, finger guns! I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. Not even sure what that one is about, it's just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander to the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach to the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who is she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. Now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann! Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't want to be rude with her, because, like, maybe it's just because, I mean, I've never, like, exactly been a curfew breaker because I don't go outside. That scary-ass place. But, like, maybe it's just because I'm around her age, but it's like, I feel like it's not worth getting all mad about. I assume this isn't, like, I assume this is, like, the first time, so. I'm just gonna say I was scared, because I think that's the least likely to involve me getting mad. So, I was scared. You weren't responding, and it was just like when your mom... I have to stop myself from tearing up.
What?
Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to... I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again.
Oh.
Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda, I'm trying to end the episode and it won't end the night! I think I handled that well, because, like, the other two probably would have involved an argument, so... Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? There we go! Finally time to end the episode. At almost 40 minutes, I've been Max. Daddy Max, rather. And we'll see you next time for more Dream Daddy, hopefully with fewer curfew breakings. Yeah. Whoosh! Boom, boom.